what's up, guys? It's your boy Hotshot Dave. It's been a long time. Get some video, I get some emails and some calls, about how I've been missing videos, and it gets busy out here, guys. It gets super busy, super stressful. Now what we do have is I did something to make my life a little easier on the road, and it's going to sound like it doesn't, but it really does. I now have a dog in my truck. I got a 4-month-old blue nose pit. He's sleeping right now, but I'll show you guys a video or a picture, or you know what I mean. But Hayes will be in some videos too. So I'm going to talk about, I've gotten a couple emails and phone calls, and people are saying that they don't know how to calculate their cost because they're not running. They don't know what it's going to cost them expense-wise. Well, there's a way to find it out. There is a way. It just takes a formula. So what you do is you make a list of what you would need on the road. Like, now obviously you're not going to be able to figure out like your tolls and stuff like that. But as far as your maintenance, your cost to operate, you can figure this out. So your insurance is, I would say, average of $1,200 to $1,500. Let's call it $1,500. One of my trucks is $2,200, the other one's $1,700, based on the year, the driver, but $1,500, I would say, is a safe number. And based on if you're using 100,000 miles, it's really pennies on a cost per mile. So you do your insurance, you do your IFTA, your IRP, which are your plates, your fixed stuff, your truck payment, your trailer payment, that's fixed. Unless you're leasing, that stuff doesn't change at all. So now you've got that number. Put that number to the side. Now you've got to do some research. Research your tires. How much are they? How long are they supposed to last? If they say 50,000, call it 30 or 40,000. Don't ever max out your number. So you got 40,000 mile tires, okay? So if you're doing 100,000 miles, you need 2.5 sets. So let's say they're $1,000 a piece. That's $2,200 or $2,500 in tires a year. Write that down. Okay, your engine is supposed to last, I don't know, 300,000. It costs $5,000. Okay, so take your $5,000, divide it by 3. If you're doing 100,000 miles a year, that means that engine should last 3 years. Now you can do 2.5. You'd be safe. Now it's always better to round up than round down. Obviously, it's easier to take money that you thought you were going to spend and put it in your pocket. It's harder to take it out of your pocket and put it in. It just is. So you've got, call it 2.5 years on a motor. So take that 5,000. Now you're going to divide it by, 2.5, and then that's your number. Set that to the side. Those are yearly numbers, and now you've got oil changes, okay? you're doing 10 a year at 130 bucks. That's $1,300. Write that down. Okay? And now I'm going to miss stuff, guys. I am going to miss stuff. So, you're just going to have to research or, look at what's on a truck and what's involved. You've got straps. I only get out of my lasso straps, I don't know, 3 months, 3.5 months. So, and they're $100 a set. So that's, I don't know, 350 bucks a year. Write that down. You've got, just windshield wipers and, your diff changes and all your regular maintenance that your truck requires. A serpentine belt, and that's just stuff that you're going to need, okay? So now, as far as maintenance wise, I put 7 cents a mile away for a maintenance fund. That's just what I do. You can pick any number you want, so now you have that to the side, so put that over to the side, and then you just got to go through and, your bearings, your grease, how long are your axles going to last? Like my equalizers, they only last about 50,000 miles at 120 a pop times, or 125 times 2, that's 250. So now that's in that column. These numbers are adding up for maintenance. They're adding up, okay? So now you've got a big number. Divide it by 100,000, because you're doing 100,000 miles a year. And then, now that gives you your cost per mile, right? So now, say you're getting 10 cents a mile, or 10 miles per gallon right now, call it 350, add 35 cents on top of that number. And then you take your fixed cost, that number that you got, divide it by 100,000, add that to your miles, your price per mile, okay? Now you got your 7 cents a mile, add that to it. So now you've got all those numbers once you put your 7 cents a mile on top. Now that's going to be your operating cost. That's bare minimum for the truck. You've got phone bill you got to put in there, stuff like that. Now people say, oh, well, I don't count that because I'm going to spend it I'm going to pay it anyway. Well, here's the problem. You paying it anyway was out of your paycheck for your job. You don't have a job anymore, per se, to get a weekly paycheck. So it's all got to go into your bills. It's all got to go into the expenses somewhere. Yeah, and now you also got your home expenses. You can base them daily, what you need per day for them, or you can also base them a mile. I like to do them daily. It's separate. Because I can't write off all my home expenses as a business expense. Some of them I can, but most of them I can't. So, now you have your cost per mile. You've got a number to work on. And now people say, well, Hotshot, how can you run for $1.80 all miles? Well, because my cost is $1.06 a mile. I'm making, 74 cents a mile profit? Let's say I pay myself, I'm paying myself 70 cents a mile. So, it's a pretty good chunk of change if you think about it. Some people aren't happy with it. Some people think you're going to come out here and make thousands and thousands of dollars in your pocket a week. It doesn't work like that. you're a new venture, you're a new business. You know, you're working off a load board. Your stuff happens. You know, last week, I spent $2,200 on unexpected maintenance. You know, well, it's got to come from somewhere. You know, so just, you know, and I'm gonna do another one on working per mile, but you know, that's your baseline of where you start, what you need a bare minimum, you know. So you guys have any questions, just let me know. Like I said, I am doing the mentorship program. I have one left, one spot. It's I'm doing $200 a month, you know. And you know, for those of you that don't do the mentorship but you appreciate what I do, I'm also going to put my PayPal in the link to where you can send donations just to help with the equipment and, you know, just the editing time. I mean, I spend, I don't know, it takes 2 to 3 hours to edit a video sometimes. Some of them, like this one, I'll just record, piece them together, and that's it. But some of them I actually sit down and edit. And, you know, so it's all to help you guys out. You know, make life easier than it was for some of us. So, but that's how you get your price per mile. You have any questions or concerns, you know how to get a hold of me. In the comments. Come on, leave comments for me. You know, show some interaction. You know, get my channel really bumping. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell. Check us out on Hotshot Dave at Facebook. In the groups. You know, just, you know, show us support. Show us that you appreciate what we do. So, now you know how to get your price per mile. I expect everybody to know their cost per mile, you know, and maximize your profit. Don't run blind starting out. You know, there's no need to. But, alright guys, Hotshot Dave, we're out. We'll see you on the flip side. Alright guys, this is the boy. No. This is Hayes. Everybody meet Hayes. Hayes meet the YouTube world. There he is. That's my boy Hayes. 4-month-old blue nose, big baby, great in the truck. That's Hayes. Alright? And he loves us. He loves the truck. And we're out.